Okay.
So in 1973 it started that we got our problems again with residence permit in Switzerland then, because we said, what are you doing? This is a doctor who has lived his life already and he is going to study, and when we know that we are very often not there, and so what is the matter while you are here, and so. And we decided, because of health reasons of Adelbert, that we are going to Germany, where he goes to hospital, and that he will become fit again. He had also developed diabetes in the meanwhile, and many things, which is not very difficult or very bad thing in the age. It's better when if you get it very early, but his mother passed away already in young years as a diabetic. So we decided, of course not we decided, it was always in consultation with the Universal House of Justice what we shall do, and there the house also thought it's good if we move to Hofheim, Langenhain, to the area of the house of worship, where it was at that time not so very well known. It was not this big life which is now there. And this depends always about about the situation and about the people who are working there. Now, we were not the ones who brought a great life there. With all we have not gone to this club and to the other club to make friendship. No, it was more a very quiet way. We had our firesides in our flat in Hofheim, and we went, of course, often up to the house of worship, to the Hasratul Rhodes, where we met with the secretary at that time, Annemarie Krüger, and it was a more calm time we had there. 1974 then started the wonderful 5-year plan, which was loved by everybody. This was a very special plan with distinguished Bahá'í characteristics as one of the main themes. Of course, it was still very, very important to build to form more local spiritual assemblies, which was always a very difficult thing also in Germany. In all the European countries, we had to struggle to form the amount of local spiritual assemblies as we were set at the plans. So this plan was still given by the Universal House of Justice. And about this distinctive Bahá'í characteristics, we had many deepenings with it. And then Adelbert wrote this little book, Selbsterziehung zum Bahá'í. This means self-education to be a Bahá'í. It's with easy verbs written, and for a long time the German NSA gave it then to the new, to the Baha'is who declared themselves, to new Baha'is as a welcoming present. I think that we cannot afford this anymore, I hope at least, to give to everybody several books or things like this. I hope we have many more in the meanwhile. At that time also it started that one of the believers in Switzerland became a covenant breaker. It was Fitzsikia. He was a very, you know, a Swiss Bahá'í. Becoming Bahá'í at that time was still a great thing, and everybody looked at him, asked him to talk, to give a talk, and made him very big. And this was when he was, for instance, in Bâle. He declared there, people took wonderfully care of him and so on. Then he had to move, because of his profession, to Zurich, and there was already a well-established local spiritual assembly and so on, and he was finally one under many, and he couldn't, not so many, but under more, and he couldn't stand this. He did not get so much attention. This started already as long as we were there, that one noticed this and so on. And we had to take really great care that this doesn't go out of the hands. But finally he broke the covenant, and he announced his ideas. And he announced the idea that that Shoghi Effendi must have changed the testament. He took this old thing up. I don't know where he got this from, anyway. And then he published even a book. Not he published it, he gave it to the Evangelical Church in Stuttgart. It was published, his big article about the Bahá'í faith as an insider, seen by an insider who wasn't, yeah, he was, this article was a great problem for a short time. And we had a lot of meetings in all the German-speaking countries to deepen the friends in the covenant during that time. This gave this good opportunity, and the friends became really, we were all very steadfast. In Switzerland, I know one friend who didn't become a covenant breaker as well, who didn't go with him, but she left the faith. But we received very beautiful letters from the Universal House of Justice, which are, in which it is explained about the covenant and about the will and testament and all these things. All these letters at that time came because of Fitzsikia. Now nobody knows his name. It's yes, there are. It is in the libraries of the people who become priests in Germany. We can read this, but in the meanwhile there are other writings as well. And now, since this year, also by one of the Catholic professors, he has written a book about the Bahá'í faith, and a very astonishing, absolutely correct book. So this is now taking over. Yeah.
So beautiful, dear Ursula. I think we will finish it today,
yeah,
and hope to do it tomorrow again.
Yes.
After tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.